Good morning. This time we're going to talk about hinge theorem. Hinge theorem is another property of a triangle inequality. So before that, let us review by answering our 5-minute check. Okay, for number 1, let us answer this for yes or no. So, kamukha ito ng ating quiz number 1. Let us determine whether it is possible to form a triangle with side length 5, 7, and 8. So, again, in constructing a triangle, we should apply the formula that the side sub 1 plus side sub 2 is greater than the side sub 3. Or the first side plus the second side, their sum should be greater than side 3. So, paikot-ikutin lang natin yon. So, let us try this one. So, if you're going to add 5 plus 7, it gives you 12. And 12 is greater than 8. 7 plus 8 is 15. And 15 is greater than 5. And 5 plus 8 is 13, which is greater than 7. So, the answer here is, of course, yes. We can construct a triangle using this length. Another, determine whether it is possible to form a triangle with side length 4.2, 4.2, and 8.4. So, ang sabi natin, it should be greater than. So, wala tayong sinabi doon na greater than or equal to. Okay? Because 4.2 plus 4.2 is 8.4. So, doon pa lang, definitely, our answer will be no. Kasi meron tayo doon mag-i-equal. This side plus this side gives you 8.4. And 8.4 is equal to itself. So, sa condition natin, wala tayong greater than or equal to. Therefore, we cannot construct a triangle using this length. Another, 3, 6, and 10. So, let us add the two sides and then determine or identify whether it is greater than or less than or equal to the third side so that we can decide whether we can construct a triangle. So, 3 plus 6 is 9 and 9 is less than 10. So, dun pa lang, definitely the answer will be no. So, I hope you can review your quiz number 1 kasi ito yung hawig niya. So, how about this problem? Find the range of the measure of the third side of a triangle if two sides measure 4 and 13. So, dito given ang dalawang sides. Tinatanong tayo kung ano kaya ang possible. So, there's a lot of possible answers. Kaya hahanapin natin yung kanyang list or range. Ayan, tinatanong range. Ibig sabihin ng range, minimum to the maximum possible measure of the third side. So, again, meron tayong 4 and 13. And 4 and 13 is equal to 17. So, ang ating third side should be, of course, dapat hindi 17. It should be greater than 17. So, wala na itong si A at saka si B. Nakuha? Kasi given na yung 4 and 13 in. 4 plus 13 is 17. So, ang third side mo should not be equal to the sum of these two. So, alin ba yung greater than 17? So, na kay C at na kay B. So, testingin natin. Sino naman dito? Ano? 50-50 tayo, si C ba or si D? So, let us substitute 8 sa N. Ano ba yung condition natin dito? Sabi dito, si N daw ay greater than 8. So, magsisimula ka kay 9. Kasali si 9. Kasi 9 is greater than 8. Pero si 8 hindi kasali. Okay? Kasi si 8 ay equal sa sarili niya. So, hindi siya kasali. Start tayo kay 9. So, kung itong si N ay 9, 9 plus 4 is 13. So, may equal tayo. So, hindi ulit possible. So, hindi na possible si 6. Again, bakit nga natin hindi ko consider si C? Kasi sabi dito, n is greater than 8. Ano ba yung number na susunod kay 8? Kasi greater than 8, which is 9. And 9 plus 4 is 13. So, may equal tayong side. Sabi natin, hindi pwedeng equal. It should be greater than. Okay, how about letter D? So, n is greater than 9. So, saan tayo mag-start? Kay 10. Mas mataas daw kay 9 eh. Kasi 9 plus 4 is 13. So, hindi kasali si 9 dito. Because n is greater than 9. Kaya ang start natin na possible third side is 10 in this condition. So 10 plus 4 is 14 and 14 is greater than 13. 10 plus 13 is 23 and 23 is greater than 4. And 4 plus 13 is 17 and 17 is greater than 10. So therefore the answer will be letter D. Next, we have here, again, find the range. So, ganun ulit. Pag plusin nga natin to, it will give you 23.9. So, alin lang dyan yung 23.9? So, greater than ang hahanapin natin. So, nagkataong ito ay greater than or equal to 23.9. Siyempre, hindi ito kasali. But since the maximum range is greater than 23.9, so possible ito yung answer natin. How about this one? Meron pa tayong 25.4. Mas malaki siya kay 23.9. Tingnan natin dito. 11.7 plus 8.3. Kaya lang dito, ang kapartner ni 23.9 ay greater than 7.3. Eh di ang kasunod nito ay pwedeng 7.4 kasi mas mataas din sa kanya. Tingnan natin. 7.3. So, kasunod niya ay 7.4. Excuse me. 7.4 plus 8.3 is 15.7. Pwede. Kasi 15.7 is greater than 15.6. Try natin. So, letter C is the best answer. Ito kasing letter A medyo malayo na. Meron tayong gap na maiiwan. Gaya ng 7.4, that is a possible side. Hindi siya kasama kay letter A. So, hindi ito true. Well, si letter C, kasi ang tanong natin ay range. So, the minimum up to the maximum possible third side na hinahanap natin. That's why our answer is letter C. So, let us try this question number 6. Write an inequality to describe the length of a side MN. So guys, this is the proper way on how to write side. Sa previous answers nyo, wala kayong line segment. So lalagyan natin ng symbol ng line segment sa ibabaw. Because we're talking about sides. Kasi ang side sa isang triangle ay isang line segment. So we have here, side LN, measure 7 centimeters. While side LM is 12 centimeters. So ano ang possible maximum third side? So, pag-plusin lang natin. 7 plus 12 is 19. So, ang third side natin hindi pwedeng 19. So, alin lang po dyan ang possible? Yes, and that will be letter B. Ganun lang siya kasimple. So, then, yung dati, ibig sabihin nandun ay yung dating ginawa natin. You use inequalities to make comparisons in one triangle. So, in one triangle, kinumpare natin alin ang pinakamahabang side, alin ang pinakamalaking angle, alin ang pinakamaigsi na side, at pinakamaliit na angle. Now, we're going to talk about applying the hinge theorem or its converse to make comparisons in two triangles. So, meron na tayong comparison between two triangles. Dati, pinag-usapan lang natin, as you can see with the previous activity, comparison lang siya ng sides. So, hinahanap lang natin yung possible range ng third side. Or, given ang three sides, makakapagawa ba tayo ng triangle? So, yun yung pinag-aralan natin kanina at with the previous lessons. Ngayon naman, we're going to apply the hinge theorem or its converse to make comparisons in two triangles. Then, prove triangle relationships using the hinge theorem or its converse. So, theorems, inequalities into triangles, we have here the hinge theorem. So, ibig sabihin ng hinge theorem, ito, ang Tagalog po ng hinge ay bisagra. So, kung iniisip natin ang bisagra ay nagalaw siya, ano? So, kung itutupin natin ang bisagra, makaka-create din tayo ng triangle doon. So, ano ba yung ibig sabihin? Bakit natin i-compare siya kay bisagra? O dun sa ating gamit sa bahay na tumutulong para ang pintuan natin ng ating bahay ay makapag-perform ng maayos. So, if two sides of a triangle are congruent, kung meron daw tayong dalawang sides ng triangle ay congruent, to two sides of another triangle, the included angle of the first is larger than the included angle of the second triangle. Then the third side of the first triangle is longer than the third side of the second triangle. Parang familiar tayo dito, ano? Parang we are talking about here side angle side inequality theorem. So, ang ating hinge theorem ay related kay side angle side inequality theorem. Sila yung magpinsan dito sa ating inequalities. So, sabi dito, kung meron daw tayong dalawang sides na congruent sa pangalawang triangle natin, ayan, as you can see, yung daw angle in between these two sides or the included angle is greater than to the other included angle ng isa. Therefore, yung third side, nung mas malaki ang angle, ay mas mahaba compared doon sa pangalawang triangle. Based on this example, we can say that side AB, ayan, yung may red, is congruent to FG. Sorry. Side AB pala. So, itong side na to, with one tick mark, is congruent to FG. Yan, given. AC, itong may dalawang tick marks, congruent to FH. While angle A, which is the included angle, is greater than the included angle on the other triangle. So, 43 is greater than 30. Therefore, we can say that side BC, since ito yung opposite na ating given angle, okay, yung 43 na yon mas malaki kay 30, therefore itong side na opposite kay 43 ay mas mahaba or greater than the opposite side of 30 degrees, which is side GH. So, yun ang ating hinge theorem. May dalawa tayong congruent side at yung kanyang included side ay mas malaki naman dun sa included angle sa kabilang triangle. So, sabi natin, on our side angle side inequality theorem, the greater the angle is the longer its opposite side. So, since mas malaki si 43 kay 30 degrees, mas mahaba yung katapat niyang side. Yung triangle na mayroong nagko-contain ng 43 degrees na ito, itong red mark na to, itong side BC is of course longer to kay GH, where GH is the opposite side of your 30 degrees. One. Kung kanina meron tayong side angle side, meron naman tayong converse of the hinge theorem, kabaligtaran. Ano naman ang pinag-uusapan natin dito? If two sides of a triangle are congruent to the sides of another triangle, then the third side in the first is longer than the third side in the second triangle. Then, the included angle, so ang tinatanong naman dito ay angle, included angle measure of the first triangle is of course greater than the included angle measured on the second triangle. So, ito yung kabaligtaran ng hinge kanina. Kaya nga tinawag siyang converse, kabaligtaran. So, since our third side in this particular given, PQ measures 12 units, compared to JK measures 8 units. Therefore, the opposite angle of 12 is greater than the angle which is opposite on your side JK. Kasi angle L is less than angle 3 or angle R. Or angle R, or the measure of angle R is greater than the measure of angle L. Again, why? Based on the converse of the Henshaw theorem, yung kabaligtaran, pag meron daw tayong dalawang congruent sides, at yung pangatlong side ay mas mahaba compared sa pangalawa, then its opposite angle is greater than the other triangle. So let us try this example. Compare the measures of side AD and side BD. So nalimutan dito yung line segment. Dapat meron yan, ha? Okay, AD is congruent to BC. Saan nanggaling? Ayan po, may tick mark po. So, meron tayong congruent sides na given. Alin pa yung pangalawang side na given? Of course, we have reflexive property. CD is congruent to itself. So, ang given din ang isang angle ng isang triangle, which is 70. Sa other triangle naman ay 68. So, we are now talking here side, angle, side. So, siya ay hinge theorem. Yan. In triangle ACD and triangle BCD, AC is congruent to side BC. Yan. And then CD, of course, yan, by reflexive property of equality or congruency, CD is congruent to itself. And the measure of ACD, so we're talking about angle C, is greater than angle BCD. Itong angle C na to. So, answer by hinge theorem, sabi natin kanina. Therefore, side AD, compare the measures of AD and BD. Side AD is greater than side BD or BB. Again, why? Kasi itong side AD na to, siya yung opposite kay side ACD, which measures 70. Kasi 70 greater than 68. So, we can apply the hinge theorem for us to compare the measures of AD and BD. So, kaya ginamit natin yung symbol na greater than. Or, it pertains to a longer side of the triangle. Alright, how about compare the measures of angle ABD and angle BDC? So, in this problem, we are talking about, or we are comparing the two angles. So, this is a converse hinge theorem. So, uulitin natin. Pag hinge theorem, we are comparing the sides. While pag converse, kabaligtaran, we are comparing the angles. So, here's your example. We have here a quadrilateral with 4 distinct points, namely point A, B, C, and D. And we also have here, ayan, given, in triangle ABD and triangle BCD, side AB is congruent to side CD. May tick mark siya. So, it tells us that they are congruent. They have the same measure. BD, ayan, may diagonal tayo. BD is of course congruent to itself by reflexive property of congruency. Then, AD with measures of 5.5 is greater than BC, which measures 5. So, mas mataas or mas mahaba ang sukat ni AD ng 0.5 compared kay BC. So, by the converse of hinge theorem, therefore, we can compare that the measure of angle ABD, ano bang tinutukoy natin dyan? ABD. So, itong angle na to, ang katapat niya is 5.5. So, alin ang mas malaki? Si angle B ba? O ito si angle D na ito? BDC. Ito ba o ito? So, since ito, angle ABD, ang opposite side is 5.5, which is greater than 5. Therefore, we can say that by converse of the hinge theorem, the measure of angle ABD is greater than the measure of angle BDC.